Family got money because none of the grandkids are interested in art, so they could have a legacy. They want the galleries to win, and they want collectors to be able to collect something of us. And they make sure they won't let me show anything unless it's framed. And so what this is a diminishing resource that is only going to be shown in a handful of galleries and museums. And it's a great joy. In Seattle, and we immediately said, oh, and we didn't even tell you we had Dalís at first, did we? We told you about the other stuff we were doing. So we published a catalog resume of the collection, and we're just having a lot of fun because it's such an honor. And it allows Paulette, my wife, and I to collect a lot more art. So it's our joy to be able to bring this collection to you. Every single piece in the collection has a story, because Dalí and Argillet worked so closely together. I'll just tell you one little anecdote, which is hilarious. When they first started working together, Argillet figured out that Dalí could not be controlled. So what they did was they spent every summer for 15 years living in a B&B next to Dalí in Port Lligat. So they would meet every morning, they would discuss what project they were working on. Dalí would go back to his studio, and this is very, very time-consuming, exacting work. He would work on an etching plate. Then in the evenings they'd meet together. Argillet would critique it, they'd have a conversation. Then they would go to the next day, they would do the same thing, and then eventually Argillet would go back to Paris and start the printing process with an atelier. It's very collaborative works. And sometimes an individual print, because they're all hand-colored, to realize, to manifest the end of that edition could take a year or two. So there was a long process of some of the finest of his oeuvre, and it's a great honor for us to be able to represent the collection. And I hope you guys give yourself permission to have that trajectory as well. And if you have any questions beyond that, in fact, if you have questions now, I'll take them, but individually, if you'd like any questions. Is that enough for you?
Yeah,
All right, okay.
Thank you.